48's Lindsay Connell has the details.
It's the video that has everyone talking. A woman wearing an elephant hat holding up a clerk at a Texaco at the corner of Bob Wallace and Jordan Lane in Huntsville. It happened early Thursday. Both the woman and the clerk stayed calm as she pulled out a gun and demanded all of the money in the register. This man saw the footage shared online.
I think it was kind of tough, kind of crazy, you know? This neighborhood store, everybody come here, everybody like family in the neighborhood, so. She went to sleep. She went to sleep holding a gun.
At one point, the suspect, identified by Huntsville police as 40-year-old Kristen Snow, does appear to get comfortable, lowering her head and her weapon. HPD says it's possible she was under the influence of something. The store manager, who was off camera, saw the whole thing and stepped in, grabbing the pistol out of her hands, and she took off running.
It was smart, but it was kind of dangerous, you know, because the first time you grab this, you're going to hold tight. So she could have just squeezed the trigger, but, you know, good, all right, everything going good. It's good.
He felt confident enough to take it away from her. That's not something we recommend anybody to attempt, but it was something he did, and he did it successfully, and we're glad nobody got hurt.
We spoke to the grave manager over the phone today about what happened. He wasn't scared. He says he was angry. The clerk working that night, it was his first night on the job, and he had a gun pointed at him. So the manager took action. Based on her elephant hat and a mugshot from 2017 where she's wearing an Alabama shirt, it appears Snow is a fan of the Crimson Tide. She's being charged with first-degree robbery. In Huntsville, Lindsay Connell, WAFF 48 News.
A warning today for Madison and Marshall County deputies. Beware of phone calls from people claiming to be associated with the sheriff's office. Here's how it works. The scammer calls and tells you you have a warrant and must make a payment over the phone to avoid going to jail. The scammer is using the name of real deputies. Madison County deputies say an imposter is claiming to be Sergeant Cross. The Marshall County Sheriff issued an identical warning yesterday, saying the scammer claimed to be Deputy Charles Johnson. Both sheriffs want you to know they never ask for money over the phone. Only on WAFF 48, the chair of the House Armed Services Committee spoke to us about the chances of Redstone Arsenal becoming the headquarters of the U.S. Space Command. Congressman Mac Thornberry of Texas stopped by in Huntsville yesterday to visit Redstone and some of the area's defense and technology companies. We asked Thornberry if the arsenal would make a good home for the Space Command.
Obviously, there's a heritage in the Huntsville area that is unsurpassed and a lot of capability. So I have no doubt that this area will be one of the leading contenders.
Redstone is one of 6 locations in the running to become the U.S. Space Command headquarters. Each site will be evaluated based on mission requirements, capacity, environmental impact, and of course the cost. The federal government is giving the state of Alabama help to stop HIV from spreading. Lydia Nussbaum tells us why this is a bigger issue than you may realize.
The federal government has its eyes on Alabama as one of the states with the highest rates of HIV in rural America.
President Trump announced an initiative to bring an end to the AIDS epidemic in America.
President Trump requested $291 million to stop HIV from spreading. Alabama was listed as one of 7 states where HIV is spreading significantly in rural America. Several doctors said this is in part because people are hesitant to get tested or treated.
The true enemy of public health is stigma. When you're trying to deal with HIV in rural America, stigma is even a greater issue.
We are not here to judge. There is nothing to judge. That's a stigma that is in society. We're here to help people living with HIV.
The CDC director is encouraging Alabama leaders to help combat the infection. The Alabama Department of Public Health said they plan to regroup with people in rural communities to encourage them to get diagnosed and treated. In Montgomery, Lydia Nussbaum, WAFF 48 News.
Are you planning to hit the road later today or tomorrow? If you are, you'll be paying less to fill up your gas tank. AAA reports the current national average is $2.70 a gallon. The current Alabama average is $2.31 a gallon, which is down 6 cents from just last week. While the statewide average is $2.31, how much you pay can be different depending on where you are. In the Tennessee Valley, if you live in Madison County, you're paying the most right now at $2.33 per gallon. And those who live in Marshall County are paying the least at just $2.21 a gallon. Video of one alligator in Decatur is making the rounds across social media. Coming up, we have the story from the people who stumbled upon the gator. And a unique program is giving a group of veterans a second chance. We'll bring you the story from this Texas courtroom.
It's been nice to have a couple of days of dry conditions, but here's a snapshot of tomorrow's future radar. We'll see a few showers in the Tennessee Valley. After Father's Day, details coming up.
Every single person that lived back in time contributed to what we are today.
Our industries. We sent man to the moon and brought man back. Our mountains and our beaches.
Tourists poured over $15 billion into the state economy.
200 years of Alabama history. Hear the stories, learn how we grew, and celebrate Alabama Bicentennial. The stories of our people. July 4th at 9 p.m. on WAFF 48 News.
Have you listened to Mix 96.9? A fun, upbeat variety. Mix 96.9, the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and more.
Mix 96.9. We're about to show you an amazing demonstration. Every one of these Nissans has ProPilot Assist, game-changing tech that helps keep you centered in your lane and adjusts your speed to help you keep distance. It can even help you stop and start without ever touching the pedal. Highway commute is about to get easier. This is amazing. ProPilot Assist, available in 4 of Nissan's most popular models. Get up to $1,500 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers, or save up to $5,000 on the 2019 Rogue.
For you, maybe fresh means farm to table. Sweet, or just trying to eat healthier? Yeah, we get you. And we've got that at prices that are pretty peachy.
If you come to Arby's from 2 to 5 p.m., you can get crispy fried mozzarella sticks for $1. For another $1, you can get a slider or a drink. And for the low, low price of another $1, you can round out this afternoon snack with warm cookies or a shake. It's really a meal at this point, but call it a snack. That way you can come back for dinner.
Arby's, we have the meat.
For sandwiches.
How do you know when it's time for custom furniture? When you know the color you want, but you want to see it and feel it before you buy. Hey, welcome to Bassett. Let's get you what you really want.
Save up to 25% plus free shipping. This weekend only at Bassett.
Rock on, Huntsville, because the party starts now at Flanders McCarty Chevy, and this is how we roll. Get $11,500 off the 2019 Silverado Crew Cab LT All-Star Edition, or $7,100 off the 2019 Equinox LT. And for 10 years running, get the 2019 Malibu for just $18,977. So say that's my Chevy, and shop Flanders McCarty Chevy in Huntsville today at FlandersMcCartyChevy.com.
What does it mean to mow with an attitude? It means 0 turns at full throttle. It's the power of 38 horses in a town of 10,000 people. It's like American Muscle got a PhD in rocket science. It's backing up your bark with serious bite. It's blood, sweat, and blades. What does it mean to mow with an attitude? Take a seat and find out for yourself.
Bad boy. Mow with an attitude.
When it comes to tractors in the Tennessee Valley, you sure see a lot of orange. Huntsville Tractor and Equipment sells and services hard-working Kubota machines, like the L and M Series tractors. The Kubota zero-turn mower finishes the yard in record time. And now, the RTV has a powerful brother, the 40-mile-per-hour sidekick. Wherever you see the Tennessee Valley growing, you see a lot of orange from Huntsville Tractor and Equipment.
Come on, let's go to work.
Flanders McCarty Nissan, the #1 Nissan dealer in Alabama for 8 years in a row. North Alabama's most accurate weather team. Now, your first alert weather with meteorologist Jessica Faith.
It is Father's Day weekend, and As we go into tomorrow, we are cranking up the heat and the rain chances. We've been lucky to have a couple of days with rain-free conditions. Not only have we been rain-free, but the humidity has been turned down way low. We're talking about the dew points. Well, that's going to change this weekend. No rain outside right now. Overviewing the beautiful city of Huntsville. Rain-free in Huntsville and everywhere in the Tennessee Valley. That's how it's going to be for the rest of the day. Check out our temperatures this morning. Nice and mild. 60s and 70s. 73 in Fayetteville. 74 in Huntsville. 68 degrees in Williamsburg. Plenty of sunshine. So looking good outside right now. And as we go throughout the day, again, going to continue to be rain-free. Today will be a good day for you to do any last-minute shopping, to go ahead and do so. Or even if you want to take Dad out today, it's going to be a nice day to do it. A mix of sun and clouds. Today's highs reaching the upper 80s, around 89 degrees. That southerly flow bringing in warm and moist air from the south. That's going to help to rise temperatures near 90 degrees tomorrow. A small rain chance, mainly catered for the afternoon and evening hours, 30% rain chance. A few isolated showers, maybe even a few thunderstorms. Plenty of heat, even with the cloud cover and the rain that we could see tomorrow. So again, I mentioned that southerly flow coming in right now at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, coming in Huntsville at 9 miles per hour from the south. Again, that's ushering in some warm and moist air, increasing our dew points. Right now, we are in that comfortable range. We're in the 50s. So dew points in the 50s, feeling pretty good. The 70s, that's kind of what we want to avoid, especially as we go into summertime. That kind of gives us that muggy air. So throughout today, going to raise dew points into the 60s. Not really all that bad, but watch tomorrow. Getting that juicy air, enough to support some shower saturated air in the 70s. Going to increase rain chances even as we go into next week. Those rain chances really cranking up in a pretty big way. 50% rain chance as we go towards the middle of the week. So again, enjoy today while you can. We're looking at rain chances to continue even as we close out the work week. Looking at about 1 to about 2 inches of rain to add up as we go throughout the work week ahead. But that's not the end of the story. So hey, first day of summer is on Friday, and rain chances dwindle down as we go into next weekend, but they're still present, they're still there. So today is the last day that will be completely rain-free with the lower humidity. Heat kind of cranked up on high. We'll see more heat tomorrow. Temperatures as we go into the work week in the mid to upper 80s. Pretty hot even for the first day of summer. But again, rain chances taking over the majority of the 10-day forecast. Check it out for yourself. And we could even possibly, Nolan, see showers as we go into the next work week. And right now we're not looking at any severe weather expected, but get your rain gear ready. And I mentioned, maybe want to get Dad some rain gear.
But as you also mentioned, if you have to have a beautiful day, it might as well be a Saturday for everybody to kind of enjoy.
Yeah, going into the weekend, it's Father's Day weekend. Enjoy it while you can.
There you go. Thank you, Jessica. And footage of an alligator at Point Mallard in Decatur has gone viral to the tune of 1,500 shares on Facebook. WAFF 48's Chris Joseph met with the family behind the camera.
If a picture is worth 1,000 words, this video is worth more in shares.
And so my mom was like, no, that's not an alligator. You're just a 14-year-old.
I thought she had a little active imagination.
Glenn Mitchell and her daughter Lily's encounter with a gator at Point Mallard wasn't imagined. The predator was swimming just yards from their stroll.
I just thought it was a log, though, floating at first, but then once it started moving its tail like this, I was like, well, logs don't do that. So,
and she was like,
where? And we shut down the video and headed on back to the car.
It was the first time the duo had seen a gator live, so I went to Wheeler Wildlife Refuge to talk with an expert.
I enjoy it. I mean, you see it. It's like great. Take a picture of it.
Supervisory Park Ranger Teresa Adams says gators have been in the valley for decades.
So they've been here a long time. They just, not seen that often.
She says if you steer clear of the predator, you should be fine. That's exactly what Glenn and Lily plan to do.
We have stand-up paddle boards, and we're out there all the time in that same area. And our paddle boards, actually I have a 7-year-old, and she rides on the front of mine, just sitting down. And so they're for sale now.
In Decatur, Chris Joseph, WAFF 48 News.
When we return to find out how a Texas judge is working to help veterans who find themselves on the wrong side of the law. And a popular Huntsville tea business is expanding. We'll talk to the co-owner of Piper and Leaf right here in the studio to find out how they make their popular brews.
And what weather returns starting tomorrow, and spring chances continue for the week ahead. Details coming up.
Little as $5 a day. Huge healthy veggie. Get 2 delicious Hardee's original roast beef sandwiches for just $5. Pan-dipped in rich au jus with a slice of tomato or leaf of lettuce inside. Hardee's, because it tastes better.
This is Drew Stewart. Recognize anybody famous for this old photo? I do. That's my dad. The Ray Pearman of Ray Pearman Energy. Technology developed here placed a man on the moon. Today's technology is equally impressive. In the 2019 Lincoln Wireless and Lincoln MKC, there's 0% financing for 48 months. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to recognize this great option. Available now. Ray Pearman Lincoln, Huntsville, where trust is a family tradition every day.
In a world where aliens live among us, there's one tool the Men in Black depend on.
I call it the forklift.
Is that trademark?
Bob Vinnick.
Get ready for Zaxby's Blackened Blue Salad with fresh lettuce, blue cheese, and blackened grilled chicken. The Blackened Blue Salad and Cajun Club sandwich meal, only at Zaxby's. And don't miss Men in Black International, only in theaters.
Phil Petty Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. But that's not the only reason to get to know Phil Petty. Enjoy a 10-year unlimited warranty on every new Toyota in stock. Get 1 year of 24/7 roadside assistance. Test drive with a chance to win $5,000. You heard right. 5,000 big ones. Plus, choose from over 700 new Toyotas in stock and price to move. Phil Petty Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. Get to know us today.
I took a Camp Black card for $1 down. Really? Yeah, I get all the perks. Like what? Like a free gas stuff. Hey, Carl. And I can work out at any Planet Fitness anywhere. Like while I was just on vacation. Aloha. And massage chairs. I'm in. Yes, you. Get all the perks. The PS Black card for just $1 down. $21.99 a month.
Join now in Huntsville, Madison, Decatur, or Florence. Offer ends Wednesday, June 26th.
This is not just a Subaru. This is a community. And Landers McClarty Subaru is not just a car dealership, it's a family. Here with our best deals every day. This month only, lease the 2019 Forester or Outback for just $229 a month. That's right, just $229 a month, and complimentary maintenance included. This month, we've teamed up with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society to help support the Cancer Center of Huntsville. So shop Landers McClarty Subaru in Huntsville today.
Have you saved a vegetable today? For just $5, you can get 2 delicious slow-cooked Hardee's original roast beef sandwiches. And they're 100% veggie-free. Hardee's, because it tastes better.
Piper and Leaf is a staple for tea lovers here in the Tennessee Valley, which is why the company is expanding. We're now just 2 days away from the grand opening of a new location in Huntsville. Joining me now is co-owner Connor Knapp. Connor, tell us about this new location. How many locations do you already have?
This will be our 3rd location in Huntsville. It is at Constitution Hall Park. It used to be Constitution Village. A lot of people don't know that they actually rebranded and opened it up into a park that can go to at any time. You can walk through the property. You can see the different historical living things as they interpret throughout the property. You can go there anytime, just like Big Spring Park, just a couple blocks away.
And as you mentioned, that area is kind of historic for being there for so long, talking about the Constitution, when it was signed for Alabama. So how were you and your company able to get inside?
Well, we've been volunteers at Constitution Hall Park, formerly Constitution Village, since we were little kids. And being around, they were saying, hey, we like what you guys do. You guys have been around here forever. We know you, and we know you support what we're doing here. Would you guys be interested in joining us, partnering with us? And so we've gone into where the old gift shop was and have done a complete redo of the inside. It was helped out with Butler Builders and Preservation Company, which does historical, antique picking kind of fixtures, and it turned out to be a really nice collaboration and project.
And as we mentioned, famous for tea.
Yes.
How many different teas do you have? And show us a little bit about how it's made.
Yeah, so we have about 18 different blends. I brought one today. This is the Orchard Peach. We use local fruits and herbs. That's all we use. And so you can see here we have different fruits and herbs that you can recognize. These are peaches from Isom's Orchard right down the road here. We have herbs from my garden that I grow myself. And so we get it from our own gardens, we get it from local farms, or we forage for it in the woods. And so that's how we make our blends. We have about 18 total different blends. And something that a lot of people don't know is that we also do coffees. This will be our first location with an espresso machine.
Okay.
Something that we've also had for a long time is we have award-winning cold brew coffee. We got first place in the nation. And we also mix tea and coffee together.
That's something that a lot of people I don't think do at home.
Right. It's from South Asia. Out there they call it kopi chop. Kopi chop, basically coffee mix. And so think of it as like a latte, but instead of a syrup, we use our all-natural tea to flavor the coffee. And it's really, really delicious. People who know about it, and they try to spread the word because it's so good.
So if you like tea, if you like coffee, you can always mix them together just like they do with Piper Lane.
Yeah. And so our grand opening is on Monday. We're going to have giveaways, we're going to have prizes, we're going to have 5K runs. It's going to be all sorts of different things.
And a little bit about some of those grand prizes. What can we win if we show?
The biggest prize is free tea for a year. I mean, that's a big prize right there.
That is a big prize.
Yeah, you can come in every single day and get a free drink.
And once again, where are you located and what's the address?
It's 109 Gates Avenue Southeast, Constitution Hall Park.
And you can see right there on the monitor, we have that up for you. Once again, this Monday, grand opening.
Grand opening.
Coffee lovers, tea lovers. If you just want to walk around and kind of see.
check out my park.
Yeah. Definitely a lot to see, a lot to taste, a lot to enjoy.
Definitely.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. And congratulations on the expansion.
I appreciate it.
We've been talking about it for so many different areas here in Huntsville and all of the Tennessee Valley with this expansion. When you see companies do it, small businesses, definitely a step in the right direction.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
It was a beautiful Saturday morning to maybe sip on some tea or some coffee. At this hour, we are in the 70s. It's beautiful in Huntsville, 74 degrees, 73 in Coleman, and 70 degrees in Russellville and in Haleyville. So overall, a nice mild start, comfortable as we look at the dew points. The dew points will continue to rise today with that southerly flow. And that will be key in bringing us enough moisture tomorrow to spark a few showers. So enjoy today's forecast. Now, we will continue to rise dew points from the 50s into the 60s, but really not doing all that bad. The frisk factor is on the low end of the spectrum, so you're going to spend a considerable amount of time outside. I think you'll be good to go. But again, more humidity today, even more tomorrow. 30% rain chance for the afternoon and evening. Just a few isolated scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. Nothing expected to be severe. And really no overwhelming rain chance for tomorrow. So I would just have my rain gear ready just in case. And don't be surprised if you see a passing shower. Greater rain chances come during the week ahead. It's going to continue to raise those rain chances as we move towards the middle of the week. We conclude the work week, decreasing those rain chances going into the next weekend. Small rain chances, but it's still a possibility to see a few showers really for most of the 10-day forecast. Most may not even see a break. So look at today. Look at it hard. No rain chances for today. Take advantage of it. It's going to be quite warm for today, but pretty hot tomorrow, even with the extra cloud cover and few showers we could see.
Good to know. Thank you, Jessica. And a program in Texas is helping veterans who find themselves on the wrong side of the law, and they're going to be earning a second chance. Noel Walker has the story.
Good morning. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag,
service to country,
with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
It isn't just a pledge. For the people in this room,
you solemnly swear the testimony about to give in this cause will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God.
Service came at a price.
My understanding that you intend to plead guilty to that offense today. Is that true?
We aren't showing their faces.
You've been in jail for, what, 20-something days?
Or naming their defendants.
Offensive driving while intoxicated. How do you plead guilty or not guilty?
They are all veterans.
And I told you if you wanted to do it the Air Force way, go down the hallway and do it the easy way.
He's a Marine.
You know? And if you wanted to do it the Marine way and you want to do it the hard way, then you come in this court and do what you're supposed to do. All right, welcome our newest member to the Collin County Veterans Court.
Judge John Roach Jr. presiding.
Hey, did you lose some more weight? Oh, come on. Come on, let's go. How many you want to do?
He runs Veterans Court like boot camp.
All right, let's go. 1,
It's basic training for civilian life.
We got guys today that you'll notice who are in blue and white.
With the help of a unique program.
That's the new Valor program.
Giving veterans,
Hey, Thomas, you're doing good. You can relax now.
a second chance.
I want to repay the blank check that they wrote to our country.
Judge Roach
They took him in jail.
and Collin County Sheriff Jim Skinner
Well, we both said,
can relate.
the fact of the matter is, as veterans, we both know, and we were taught from the beginning, you don't leave a brother or sister behind.
Whether it's the battlefield
It's a bond that you really can't describe.
or the legal system,
My deputies constantly see in law enforcement across the United States encounter veterans who are self-medicating because they found themselves in a situation where they're trying to ease the pain. But when we see a group of veterans together, we know that they do much better together.
that's why the Valor program was launched late last year at the Collin County Jail.
The new rehabilitative and therapeutic program that incorporates aspects of military culture.
Shoes shined, hospital corner sheets, and reminders of where they came from. The jail's Valor Pod is shared space for veterans who share some of the same experiences.
The unique thing about this is there's a certain aspect of unity, and that's something that we always had in the military.
Holt Floyd went through the veterans court system after coming home from his second deployment.
I think it just kind of become so much of a burden that it all kind of came to a head, and it took me having running with the law to get me kind of turned and heading in the right direction.
Holt is a success story. Now he works for Veterans Court and the Valor program.
They got time to relief makers.
Justice isn't black and white.
You're kind of a hard case to start with, weren't you?
In here, justice is red, white, and blue.
I'm really looking forward to seeing where you're heading.
A son in Tennessee is grieving the death of his mother after she became the latest American to die while on vacation to the Dominican Republic. We'll hear from him in his search for answers after the break.
We'll be completely dry today, and then we have showers to crank up tomorrow and next week. Details coming up.
I've been coming to Peaceful Hills Dental for a number of years. Dr. Fawcett told me that people think we have a Hollywood smile, and now I have it. I don't know.
Don't miss Design World's Outdoor Furniture Factory Sale going on now. You get the best price on outdoor furniture because we are the factory. Save 40 to 70% off all outdoor patio groups, gliders, rockers, swings, and dining sets. Design World, Madison.
Silverado is the #1 selling truck in the Tennessee Valley because it's bigger, better than ever. Enter Tennessee Valley Chevy dealers. Get 8760 total value or 0 APR for 72 months on the strongest, most advanced Silverado ever with up to 420 horsepower and best-in-class auto volume. Act now and get 8760 total savings or 0 APR for 72 months. Bigger, better, and #1 in the Tennessee Valley. Hurry to your Tennessee Valley Chevy dealers. At Beds Express, we're proud of our industry best.
1, 2, 3 guarantee.
A 1-year price guarantee means if you find the same mattress for less, we will refund the difference plus 15%.
Our 2-year extended warranty adds 2 years to the manufacturer's warranty.
And our 3-year comfort guarantee means
You have 3 full years to exchange your slip set. We truly make it easy as 1, 2, 3.
Family owned and locally operated since 1994.
Beds Express.
Problems with your slow service? You want Extreme Internet because it's faster. Faster for all your peeps. And all your peeps. Faster in every room. With amplified Wi-Fi 360. Faster and easier.
play Bird Box on Netflix.
To stream all your favorites. And even faster than advertised with internet speeds that over-deliver. Get Extreme Internet starting at $39.99 a month for 1 year. Call 844-EXTREME2.
Plumbing Parts. Simple to complex. With free plumbing advice for everyone. Park Supply. Your plumbing coach, designer, and total supplier. Park Supply. Better selection doesn't cost more.
Jerry Damson Honda, expanding to a new location on Highway 72 and clearing out cars at Bob Wallace and the Parkway. This June, Accord, Civic, CRV, True Market Value Price, Odyssey, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline, True Market Value Price. Do your research. No surprises here. Pay what your research says, plus any equipment you may want. Construction savings and True Market Value pricing. That's satisfaction. That's Jerry Damson.
Most of my life I went through life like this, smiling and laughing. I came to Hickey Hill Center to get some work done. And the day that I left getting it done, I left here ecstatic instead of being disappointed like I had been other times at other places I had gone to.
WAFF 48, your first alert station. You're watching WAFF 48 News Today.
Thank you for staying with us. Meteorologist Jessica Faith is keeping a close eye on your Father's Day weekend forecast. Jessica, what's the latest?
Well, we expect a few isolated showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, so today is really your day we're going to get outside. We're completely dry today, and today is sort of the last day I can say that for quite some time. Rain chances continue even into the work week ahead. We do warm things up in a pretty good way, getting into the upper 80s, kind of pushing near 90 degrees. So we have the return of moisture coming in from the south, which means a rise in dew points today, mix of sun and clouds. Wet weather on the way for tomorrow. No overwhelming rain chances, but bigger rain chances are on the way. The coverage will continue to rise as we go into the work week. So this is what you can expect. Again, 89 for the high, warmer temperatures, more humidity, just in time for Sunday to supply those showers we need for the afternoon and evening hours. That moisture will also carry on into the work week and possibly even next weekend. Tomorrow's high, 90 degrees, so even hotter tomorrow. What do we expect for the week ahead exactly? I'll lay out all those details in your full forecast in just a little bit.
A Tennessee man is demanding answers this morning after his mother died while on a trip to the Dominican Republic. Reporter Christy Crawford found out she's now the 4th American who has died there this month while on vacation.
I wished her a happy birthday, and I told her I loved her, and that was the last time I spoke to my mother.
Will Cox told his mother, Rayla, goodbye over the phone before her week-long birthday getaway to the Dominican Republic.
She loved the Dominican Republic. She loved Punta Cana. She told me so many memories from there, and she wanted me to come with her and see it one day.
Cox says his mom left on the 5th to the Excellence Resort, a place she's been twice before. This time, though, tragedy struck out of the blue. Reportedly a heart attack, but Cox is not convinced.
My mother was too healthy to pass away of a heart attack, which is what the Dominican Republic claims is her cause of death.
Cox, in contact with the U.S. Embassy, having to make a difficult decision about his mother's body within the next 24 hours.
If it was up to the Dominican Republic, in 48 hours after her death, they would have already cremated her and sent her on her way back to the United States.
Cox called U.S. Representative Tim Burchett and his lawyer for help. Cremation now delayed until Monday. But there was another issue. He wants his mom's blood tested for answers, and Dominican Republic authorities won't do it.
So you're telling me every toxicology machine in the Dominican Republic is broken? And I said, yes, Mr. Cox, and we do not know when we're going to have a new one or repair the old ones. And that was enough to confirm my suspicions that there's something not right here.
Those suspicions, same as the other families who lost healthy loved ones vacationing in the Dominican Republic over the last month.
It's hard enough when you lose your mother. It's hard enough knowing that she's in a foreign country and they are not cooperating with you. I just simply wanted to know how she passed.
Cox goes on to say he's waiting to hear from the U.S. Embassy to find out if a blood sample can be flown back to determine how she died. A WAFF 48 update. A man is in custody following a hit-and-run investigation from Coleman's Rock the South Music Festival. 40-year-old Kevin Michael Talley is in the Coleman County Jail this morning in connection to a hit-and-run involving a pedestrian. Talley was arrested last night with a felony charge for leaving the scene of an accident after Rob Clemens was hit on County Road 469 in Coleman around 1 o'clock in the morning back on June 1st. We're told Talley turned himself in, but as of right now, no bond has been set. Meanwhile, Clemens had surgery earlier this month on his hip. He's expected to go through rehab to regain his mobility. And we have good news when it comes to Alabama's economy. Retail sales have spiked. New numbers from state officials show one of the biggest jumps in years. Gray TV reporter Samantha Day has more.
Retail sales across the country and in Alabama are on the rise.
That's a significant figure in the sense that we are seeing that people are still shopping in stores. And not only that, they're spending more money in stores than they have in a very long time.
According to the Alabama Department of Revenue, Alabamians spent 11% more this year than they did last year. The biggest jump for the state since 2006.
That pre-recession numbers and obviously numbers year over year grow. And so the fact that we've seen such a significant number has been big.
And many local businesses are feeling the effects. The owner of Peach Park saying it's the busiest he's seen the place in 35 years.
We actually started seeing it in March. We opened back up with strawberry in the strawberry season in March. And so I think 2019, even though we started off a little rocky with some late freezes, I think we're going to end up being, it's going to be a really good season.
Alabama Retail Association credits the increase to strong consumer confidence and a late Easter.
That 11% increase for Alabama represents more than $21 million more dollars spent. Now to sports, where the College World Series begins today in Omaha, Nebraska. The Auburn Tigers will play their first game tomorrow against Mississippi State. Auburn's head coach has been to the World Series before as an assistant coach, and he believes his previous experience will help him prepare his team for the big stage.
From being here a couple of times, I think the first couple of times, I don't think I enjoyed my trip here. We're going to find a way to win this championship, and you're not going to have any fun. You just got to stay driven. I want our guys to enjoy it every second that they're here and still love to try to go out and compete and play as well as they can in this Sunday.
Here's a look at the schedule for this weekend. Michigan, Texas Tech, Florida State, and Arkansas will all play today. Vanderbilt and Louisville will play the first game tomorrow, and Auburn and Mississippi State will play Sunday night at 6:30. You can watch the Auburn game on ESPN2. Sad news to report out of Colorado. The owner of the Denver Broncos has died. Pat Bowlen passed away late Thursday night. He'd been battling Alzheimer's disease. Bowlen was recently inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and under his watch, he saw the Broncos make 7 Super Bowl appearances and take home 3 titles. Bowlen was 75 years old. Financial relief is on the way for nearly 300 former students of Alabama ITT Technical Institute campuses. 289 former students will have their debt canceled thanks to $2 million in debt relief. Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall says it's part of a $160 million national settlement. The now defunct college has schools in Madison, Bessemer, and Mobile. If you live in the Shoals, we have an important update for you. The Muscle Shoals Post Office is reopening this Monday. Back in March, the U.S. Postal Service suspended operations at the Avalon Avenue facility. Then in April, mold was discovered in the ceiling of the building. The post office has been operated out of a temporary building on site. The building reopens Monday for regular business hours. Mark your calendar and get your running shoes ready. The date is set for the 16th annual Liz Hurley Ribbon Run. The 5K and Survivors Walk will be on Saturday, October 19th. The Survivors Walk will be at 8 a.m. and the 5K will start at 8:30 at Huntsville Junior High School. You'll be able to register for the race in mid-July. There are a lot of fun events for you and your family to attend today and tomorrow. We'll preview some of the big ones right after the break. Plus, a nationally recognized chef is getting ready to open a new restaurant right here in the Tennessee Valley. Find out where later in the show.
Soak up the sunshine today because we're looking at isolated showers tomorrow. More rain for the week ahead. Details in this full forecast coming up.
Riverworks Outdoor Living features Kingsley paint, an all-weather wicker with exceptional style and durability. Visit our showroom today with the largest in-stock inventory selection.
We're about to show you an amazing demonstration. Every one of these Nissans has ProPilot Assist, game-changing tech that helps keep you centered in your lane and adjusts your speed to help you get distance. It can even help you stop and start without ever touching a pedal. Highway commute is about to get easier. This is amazing. ProPilot Assist, available in 4 of Nissan's most popular models. Get up to $1,500 holiday bonus cash on top existing offers, or save up to $5,000 on the 2019 Road.
Tennessee Valley, some things just belong together. Peanut butter and jelly, rock and roll. Or how about Geico's great rates and a local agent? Your Geico local office is dedicated to giving you other great plans as well. Competitive prices and personalized service. We can help save you time and money. We can even help you with auto and homeowners or renters insurance. For all your Geico discounts and a local agent you can trust, call us for a free quote today at 256-430-1600.
Rock on, Huntsville, because the party starts now at Flanders McCarty Chevy, and this is how we roll. Get $11,500 off the 2019 Silverado Crew Cab LT All-Star Edition, or $7,100 off the 2019 Equinox LT. And for 10 years running, get the 2019 Malibu for just $18,977. So say that's my Chevy, and shop Flanders McCarty Chevy in Huntsville today and FlandersMcCartyChevy.com.
How fast Jackson, what are you eating and how fast Jackson, fast when it comes to fast, we're not fooling. For 30 years, we kept your plumbing run, 100% satisfaction. What service you can beat for your air or your heat, and in Jackson. How fast Jackson, what are you eating and cooling? Jackson fast.
Why drive there when it's easier here? Here at Honda of Decatur. Too many new Hondas means better selection. Lower overhead means lower pricing. And low financing on a 19 Honda Civic LX starting at $19,799. And 19 Honda Accord LX starting at $22,699. Why drive there when it's easier here? The choice is clear, as the savings are always greater at HondaofDecatur.com and on Beltline Road.
Riverworks Outdoor Living features Winston, a leader in the outdoor casual furniture industry. New names, same great prices, largest in-stock inventory selection.
North Alabama's most accurate weather team. Now, your first alert weather with meteorologist Jessica Faith.
Moisture increases this weekend and rain chances pick up steam going into next week. No rain expected today. So if you want to get outside and get some things done, today is the day to do it. We have rather low rain chances tomorrow, and that 30% rain chance mainly cater to the afternoon and evening. But again, we do crank things up going into next week. So the radar, while it's quiet right now, going to crank things up going into the upcoming days as we continue to bring in moisture in from the south, which will support all of that rain we're expected to get in the upcoming days. Again, no rain right now, just really taking in this image. This is a shot of Huntsville viewing from our Alpha Insurance Camera Network. Looking great out there. A perfect day to maybe take Dad out a day early. And our temperatures also feeling pretty good out there as well. Temperatures in the 70s. 73 in Fayetteville, Fort Payne, 74 in Huntsville, and in Coleman, plenty of sunshine across the Tennessee Valley right now. Going throughout the day, it's going to be a pretty normal June day. Temperatures right around average. We should be around 88 degrees. Today's high, 89. A mix of sun and clouds, and again, no rain expected for today. Now, cranking up the heat and humidity tomorrow. PM showers, so again, isolated scattered showers and thunderstorms. And I say crank up the humidity. Today we'll see dew point is go from the 50s to the 60s, which really isn't all that bad. More humid air, more saturated air for tomorrow. Dew point in the 70s. That's what we want to avoid, but that's what we'll get to return back to the Tennessee Valley tomorrow. So for the rest of your day today, again, mix of sun and clouds, temperatures rising nicely, starting your day out tomorrow on a dry note, but again, breaking up the rain into the afternoon. Notice that the showers are isolated and scattered in nature. Not everyone's seeing rain all at the same time, and not everyone's seeing rain, period. So you could go throughout the day without seeing any rain. But if you do run into a spare shower or two, don't be surprised. Just going to have your rain gear handy, especially as we go into next week. Rain coverage increases. More widespread rain is expected on Monday. Around 5 o'clock, a lot of us could be driving home from work. Could run into a soggy scenario, especially going through the middle of next week, cranking up the rain chances to about a 50% rain chance. First day of summer on Friday, going to dwindle down the rain chances going into next weekend. The possibility of rain is still there. So we're looking at today being the one day on the 10-day forecast where we don't expect any rain. It's going to be a warm day today, keeping the temperatures cranked up on high as we go into the upcoming work week into next weekend. Temperatures really peaking in the mid to upper 80s for most days, lows dipping down near 70 degrees. And again, getting our money's worth out of our umbrella in the upcoming days.
I know a lot of people are kind of stuck thinking, what am I going to do today? Am I going to be productive and mow the lawn and do outside chores, or do I enjoy the one nice day in that 10-day forecast?
Well, you know, we have a lot of days in the upcoming days to chill, but I say go ahead and get stuff done. Whatever you need to do outside, today is your day. Go ahead.
Good to know. Thank you, Jessica. And if you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, you have a lot of options. Here's our radio partners, Tim and Abby at Mix 96.9 with a preview.
Good morning. We're having the most music morning show with Mix 96.9.
Wait a minute. Hey, Tim.
What?
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. I think that you're remembering.
Well, sure.
No, we're still good.
I don't think so.
Okay, so are you ready to take a look at some weekend events? Well, we're ready to share it with you right now. Don't forget it's Bonnaroo weekend. This takes place up in Manchester, Tennessee, and thousands of people turn out for this big music festival, have lots of fun. Fortunately, the weather is absolutely perfect for it this year.
All right, and the downtown Huntsville tours start this morning at 8 o'clock. All you have to do is head down to the Madison County Courthouse. These are fun historical tours. Very cool. And there's a big concert tonight at 3 Caves. It starts at 5:30 tonight, and all you have to do is go to the Land Trust at Huntsville website to get all the details on that. By the way, tickets are just $1.
That's cheap.
Yeah.
Great event. And as we mentioned, it's Father's Day weekend. Don't forget U.S. Base at Rocket Center. They always let dads in absolutely free with paid gas.
Love that.
And here's another way to celebrate dad. Take him on a train ride. I'm a big train enthusiast. Love this. North Alabama Railroad Museum on Shays Road. Those train rides start 10 o'clock this morning, so be sure to check that out.
And another great thing to check out is TennesseeValleyWeekend.com. That's where you can find all kinds of weekend events for the entire family.
That's right. So, on Crazy But True, love this story. There's never an excuse to drive 105 miles an hour. So when cops pulled this teenager over, they said, "What's the deal?" He said, "Be honest. I ate too many hot wings and I'm looking for the closest bathroom." That was his excuse. It was Crazy But True this week on Mix 96.9.
Tell you what, when you gotta go, you gotta go, right? And on Fast Facts and Facts this week, we told you who was the most successful pilot ever. It was not a man. What? It was a woman. That's right, ladies. She commanded 1,800 pirate ships and 80,000 men.
She was responsible for 80,000 men?
I wouldn't have that job.
All right, well, be sure to join us live each weekday morning, 5:30 to 10 here at Mix 96.9. We're going to play the best music you could ever put your ears on. How about that?
Yeah, always the best music for the morning.
You betcha. And, of course, our great friends here at WFF 48. They're going to keep you updated with news and weather.
And our very own Alan Moore has traffic updates to get you where you're going safely each morning. Just want to say a very special happy Father's Day to all of you, and I hope you have a great weekend.
We'll see you. Thanks for watching.
And there are a few more other events happening today to pass along. If you see logs being carried through downtown Huntsville today, don't be alarmed. It's just the Bearded Warriors. The group is meeting at 2 o'clock today at Campus 805. Then they're going to carry those logs through downtown Huntsville. Bearded Warriors is a nonprofit organization that seeks to prevent and raise awareness for veteran suicides. And if you're looking for something unique and different, but a little more reflective, check out the Water Lantern Festival at Big Spring Park in Huntsville tonight. The event starts at 5 and runs till 9:30. And if you want to decorate and launch a lantern, you're going to have to pay for a ticket. A nationally recognized chef will soon open up a restaurant right here in North Alabama. WAFF 48's Levi Harvey introduces us to the chef who's bringing his food to Tuscumbia.
Construction is still in progress, but the doors to Superhero Chef's restaurant will be opening in just a few weeks. Darnell Ferguson owns Super Chef's restaurants in Kentucky and Ohio. He also has been featured on major news networks for his unique cooking style, which has many people wondering why did he pick Tuscumbia for his next location.
I fell in love with the people. You know, we're some really good people out here. You know, I'm from a big city, so it's a little different. It's actually like total opposite of where we're from. So just enjoy being out here. They're really receptive to our creative and artistic style of food. So I was like, okay, I think this may be the place to go.
Ferguson and his team are hard at work getting ready for the grand opening. He can't wait to introduce the Shoals to some good old cooking with a creative twist.
My favorite dishes are banana pudding, granola, and crusted French toast. We got red velvet pancakes. We got cinnamon toast crunch waffles. We make our own sausage, do our own candied bacon. And then for dinner, we have like meatloaf cupcakes and mashed potato icing and candy bacon sprinkles. We really just give everybody things they're used to, but in ways they've never ever seen it before.
Ferguson hopes people across the Tennessee Valley will come and enjoy his food.
I'm not fine dining at all. I'm more creative and artistic. So therefore, it's like the thing, you could be a construction worker getting off of work and still come get the same quality of food that you would if you had a suit and tie on.
Superhero Chef's restaurant will be open June 28th, the same weekend as the Helen Keller Festival. So come and enjoy some good food and music. In Tuscumbia, Levi Harvey, WFF 48 News.
Still ahead, an Alabama man has just completed his goal of mowing lawns for veterans in every state. But he's not done cutting grass. Find out where he wants to go next.
Featured exhibition Apollo, When We Went to the Moon, is now open at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center as we celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Apollo moon landing, featuring rarely seen memorabilia from the archives, only at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center.
Ignition sequence start.
It's known as the Lunar Rover, or affectionately called the Moon Buggy, the only vehicle to be driven by astronauts on the surface of the moon. It was designed to help astronauts cover more ground while prospecting on the lunar surface. In May 1969, NASA approved the Manned Lunar Rover vehicle program as a Marshall hardware development. Equipped with 1.25 horsepower electric motor per wheel and powered by two 36-volt batteries, the lunar roving vehicle could perform four-wheel steering and execute a U-turn within a 3-meter radius. The buggy was folded up and tucked at the base of the lunar module for transport to the moon. Apollo astronauts on 15, 16, and 17 drove the rover. Gene Cernan claims the unofficial rover speed at 11.2 miles per hour. The camera of the lunar rover on Apollo 17 filmed the best image of the lunar module blasting off from the landing platform as astronauts left the surface of the moon for the last time.
The featured exhibition Apollo, When We Went to the Moon, is now open at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center as we celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Apollo moon landing, featuring rarely seen memorabilia from the archives, only at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center.
How do you know when it's time for custom furniture? When you know the color you want, but you want to see it and feel it before you buy. Hey, welcome to Bassett. Let's get you what you really want.
Save up to 25% plus free shipping this weekend only at Bassett.
Life insurance protects the people you love, so they can live the lives you dream for them. If you're a civilian federal employee, you have a choice of two plans, Beckley or WAEPA. The difference? Price. Chances are, WAEPA premiums will cost less. Members who switch to WAEPA save on average $375. Visit WAEPA.org to compare rates and see how much you could save. For peace of mind at a price you can afford.
This Cajun Club sandwich is fantastic.
Can I have a cookie?
You just had one.
I haven't had a cookie. Can I have a cookie?
Of course you can, baby.
Yes!
This Cajun Club sandwich is fantastic.
Treat yourself to the Cosmic Chocolate Cookie right after you try the Cajun Club sandwich meal or the Black and Blue Salad, only at Zaxby's. And don't miss Men in Black International, only in theaters.
How do you know when it's time for custom furniture? When you know the color you want, but you want to see it and feel it before you buy. Hey, welcome to Bassett. Let's get you what you really want.
Save up to 25% plus free shipping this weekend only at Bassett. Oilbound
bounced higher, mortgage rates sank, and IPOs continue to soar, all in the week that was. Energy markets roiled after 2 tankers were attacked in the Gulf of Oman. Crude oil prices surged on the news, but were still down for the week, due in part to surging oil supplies in the U.S. and a weaker outlook for oil demand worldwide. Mortgages kept getting cheaper. Rates on 30-year loans fell to their lowest level since September of 2017. That helped fuel a surge in mortgage applications to their highest level in more than 2.5 years. And IPOs had another big week. Pet supply e-tailer Chewy had a strong debut as a public company. So did cloud computing firm CrowdStrike and job marketplace Fiverr. Shares of Beyond Meat were also up big for the week, despite falling 25% on Tuesday. Finally, you know the plant-based meat craze is getting serious when the country's largest meat processor gets on board. Tyson Foods announced it is entering the fray with a full line of products, including a hybrid burger that's a mix of protein from peas and Angus beef. But perhaps it's more correct to say Tyson is getting back into alternative meat. It owned a stake in Beyond Meat and sold that just before the company's stunning IPO. I'm Kelly Evans. Get all your business news on CNBC.
Check this out. It's mission accomplished for the Huntsville man who set out to mow lawns for free for veterans in all 50 states. Rodney Smith, who's also a veteran, shared on Twitter he's now flying back home to continue mowing lawns for free for people here in Alabama. He says he'll be visiting more cities over the summer. Smith wrapped up his mowing tour in Hawaii, where he went to work mowing lawns for 2 veterans as a way to thank them for their service. Smith hopes to one day do a 7-continent tour.
And we have been lucky with low humidity, sunshine, mix of sun and clouds today, with humidity rising just in time for Father's Day to help supply us with a few isolated showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon and evening. More rain on the way during the work week ahead. First day of summer is on Friday.
So definitely a lot of rain in that 10-day forecast, but at least the temperatures aren't like they were a couple weeks ago when every day was 90 degrees.
Right, well, we were kind of pushing near record temperatures. We're right around average, especially for today. We should be in the upper 80s, and today's high is 89, a little warmer tomorrow, and for the work week ahead, mostly in the mid to upper 80s.
Good to know. Thank you, Jessica, and thank you for joining us. We'll have more news right here as it breaks, and we'll be back at 5 o'clock.
WAFL, a great television group, is committed to a broad applicant recruiting outreach program in our continuing efforts to represent our diverse community. As part of this effort, we encourage qualified community organizations to become part of our full-time job opportunity notification mailing list. If your organization is interested in becoming part of this list and you distribute job information or can provide referrals as part of your regular activity, we would like to hear from you. We would then notify you of each full-time opening and ask you to refer individuals to us for consideration.
Couples sometimes fight about money, but Regions wants to help negotiate a truce. With the Regions mobile app, we make it easy for couples to manage their money. Freezing, so you can channel all that energy towards game night, because some things are bigger than banking.
It's the summer patio furniture sale at Billiards and Barstools plus Patio. Save from 20 to 50% on comfortable cast aluminum, sturdy wrought iron, and 20-year warranty Adirondack furniture. This 5-piece furniture set, take your pick, 0% interest or 50% off. Save 20 to 50% on outdoor furniture that's comfortable and long-lasting at the summer patio furniture sale. Going on now at Billiards and Barstools plus Patio, just north of Airport Road on the Parkway.
If all of this makes you happy, then you'll be happy to know that all of this is only $1 at Arby's from 2 to 5 every day. Arby's, hope you like happiness. Arby's, we have the meat for sandwiches.
Malia and I are here talking about the North Alabama Ambassador Program. Malia, who makes the perfect ambassador?
It's people who are representing our region well through their photos on social media, and it's ultimately someone who makes us want to go out and explore for ourselves.
Well, exploring sounds fun. So, where are we exploring today?
We are going to Bankhead National Forest.
We go out and just kind of share our adventures and our travels in and around North Alabama on social media. Just hashtag visit North Alabama.
North Alabama has so much to offer. Hiking, caves, kayaking. We have some really great whitewater. I just think people don't really realize how much there is to do in North Alabama. I love to draw people to our beautiful state. I mean, we have so much to offer, and there's a lot of things that people don't associate with North Alabama, like the waterfalls and the caves and the hiking.
You know, a lot of people go to Tennessee or North Georgia for that, but we have just as much, if not more.
There's an amazing amount of places here that people don't seem to know about, and Club Sharing that with everyone. Every time you set foot in the forest out here, it's like opening a book into a new adventure.
Thanks for joining us today, and be sure to follow North Alabama and all of its ambassadors.
We're about to show you an amazing demonstration. Every one of these Nissans has Pro Pilot Assist, game-changing tech that helps keep you centered in your lane and adjusts your speed to help you keep distance. It can even help you stop and start without ever touching a pedal. Your highway commute is about to get easier. This is amazing. Pro Pilot Assist, available in 4 of Nissan's most popular models. Get up to $1,500 holiday bonus cash on top existing offers, or save up to $5,000 on the 2019 Rogue.
When you see this symbol, you know you're watching television that's educational and informational. The More You Know on NBC. Today on The Voyager, I visit a legendary Mexican landmark. 3, 4, 2, 1. Oh, there it is! Push my body to the limit, training to be a Hawaiian hula dance warrior. Woo! Those are brand new muscles I've never used in my life. And visit the Honduran island of Roatan, where I dig in and get my hands dirty. Let me see your muscles. Whoa! My name is Josh Garcia. Ever since I was a kid, I've dreamt about traveling the world by ship, immersing myself in new cultures and exploring nature's wonders. Now, I'm making that dream a reality. My mission? To see